I am so tired of getting recommended these stupid videos about Captain Marvel and how it's going to suck. It doesn't matter what I do if it's comic related. I mean, heck, it doesn't even have to be comic related at this point. I could be watching freaking PewDiePie. I could be watching Meme Review. And I could be getting recommended videos telling me how Captain Marvel's going to be trash and how it's SJW propaganda. Stop. Please. Please stop. You haven't seen the movie yet. How do you know it's going to suck? And just because the protagonist is female does not mean it's SJW propaganda. Was Wonder Woman SJW propaganda? I didn't see you guys freaking out when they made Wonder Woman. Why are you losing it now that Captain Marvel's coming out? Explain to me why these man-children on the internet are legitimately review bombing Captain Marvel to the point where Rotten Tomatoes has to take off the want-to-see score. Oh, it's just a bunch of childishness. You guys make me ashamed to be a fan of these movies. I don't understand what's with you people. First you run all these Star Wars actors off of social media with your bullcrap, and now you're doing it with Marvel? Stop ruining the things I love, please. And it's all a bunch of stuff. Whenever I watch these videos, I'm like, you know what? Maybe they're right. I'll see their point of view. I want to listen. And it's all just a bunch of bull. They're always taking things out of context and twisting it to fit their narrative. Oh, Brie Larson is a racist. Brie Larson hates men. She didn't say that. For anyone wanting to know the context, the actual, real context of what she said, here's what she said. She was talking about the movie A Wrinkle in Time, okay? And this is her exact quote. I don't need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work about A Wrinkle in Time. It wasn't made for him. I want to know what it meant to women of color, biracial women, to teen women of color. How is that racist? It's what you people have been banging on and on and on about after all these comic book movies get bad reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, it wasn't made for them. It was made for the fans. That's what she was saying. And now you're mad at her? You're calling her a racist? What the heck is wrong with you people? She literally had to come out and say, I do not hate white guys. What is happening? For anyone who is actually upset, okay, and isn't just being a child about this, for any people who are like legitimately upset about this and think that women are just and people of color and all white dudes are going to disappear from movies, the way to make your opinions heard is not to throw your figurative loaded diaper on the internet and make yourself look more like a man-child than the media tries to make you out to be already. Look, I can understand you being upset about Ghostbusters, alright? Sony literally made a narrative to make people who did not like that movie or weren't excited for it, they made a narrative to make you look like overweight people living in your mom's basement, middle-aged white guys who are racist and misogynistic and just are holding on to their toys from the 80s and all this bull. I can understand you being mad about that. I can understand that. I can understand you not liking the Star Wars sequels. I can understand that. If you don't like the movie, you don't like the movie. And you know what? If Captain Marvel comes out and it's bad and I don't like it, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to say, hey, I didn't like the movie. And if you didn't like it, and I do, well, okay. I don't hate someone else because they like BVS and I think it was absolute dog poo. I just don't understand how the dialogue or when it degraded to this point. Since when do we become children like this? We're going to say all these horrible things, even going as far as like the body shame people. Where are these people? What do they think it's going to get them whenever they start talking about people's like weight or how they look? I mean, I don't understand it. If you don't like the movie, you don't like the movie. You know, oh, the movie you haven't seen yet. How is this, going back to the SJW thing, how is this SJW at all? Oh, she's a female superhero. Oh gosh, well, I'm sorry that a female has superpowers. If there was like some third wave, overly preachy feminist message, I could see where you guys were coming from. But legitimately, the only thing about this that is at all feminist is that it just has a woman main character. I don't see the link. Ugh. It's 1 a.m. in the morning right now, and I'm recording this bullcrap. I need to be sleeping so I can get up at 7. What the heck is going on right now? Look, okay. If you don't like the movie, or if you're not excited for it, more power to you, okay? If you're not excited for the movie, okay. Don't be excited for the movie. You don't have to be excited for a movie you don't want to see, and that's fine. These movies are not for everybody, and not every single Marvel movie is for everyone. You don't have to rush out and see everything. You don't have to. That's what's so cool about the Marvel Universe, is that you don't have to see every little single thing to kind of get the full picture. I know people who've only seen Infinity War. If you're not excited for it, that's good. I don't care. It doesn't matter. If you're not excited for it, more power to you. I take issue whenever you start spreading this bull about how it's racist or discriminatory against men, because it's not. Let's talk about all the men that are in it. The only females are Captain Marvel, her mom, and what looks like to be Monica Rambeau's mom. I'm pretty sure I butchered that last name, whatever. But everyone else is a dude. Friggin' Nick Fury, Coulson, Yanrog, or if he's Yanrog, or he might be Marvel, or... You've got Ronan the Accuser. You've got Korath the Pursuer. Literally, every single person that is not the main villain and the main... all the Skrulls so far that I've seen seem to all be dudes. I don't know, maybe not the one pretending to be an old woman who gets decked in the face. Dude, how... an old woman gets punched in the face because she's a creepy alien and then does a backflip. This movie looks crazy, and I'm so excited for it. Look, okay. I just want us to be peaceable. If you don't like the movie, if you have legitimate legitimate complaints, that's okay. That's fine. But don't degrade yourself and embarrass yourself to the point where you're just hating on a movie because it has a female lead. Hey, Snowball's Chance in The Fiery Place, but Brie Larson, if you're listening to this, they don't represent all of us, okay? This is a letter to everyone out there on the outside looking in on fandoms. Those people who are insulting you or insulting these people just because of it's not the way they want it, or they have problems with the movie. I mean, if it's like The Last Jedi where they forced Kelly Marie Tran off of the internet because they were bullying her, they don't represent all of us. That's the minority, the vocal minority. And I hate it when people say real fans or whatever, but even if you don't like a movie, you don't do stuff like that. That's not what a real fan would do. And again, I really don't like using the term real fan, but I feel like in this situation it really works. You are disrespecting what came before it whenever you treat people like that. You are disrespecting what came before, and you are giving the original source material or the films that came prior, you're giving it a bad name. If you hate the sequels, but you like the originals, or heck, even if you like the prequels, that does not give you the right to be an absolute jerk on the internet and run people off. You are disrespecting the movies that came before, and you are disrespecting the people who put their hard-earned time and livelihood into these films. Both the sequels, prequels, originals, whatever. And it's not just a Star Wars thing, obviously, by this Captain Marvel bullcrap that's going on. Whenever you hate on Captain Marvel like you are right now just because it has a female lead, you are disrespecting those films that came before, all the hard-earned time and effort that these people put, the blood, sweat, and tears that these people put into this film. in this entire universe, you are disrespecting those people, and you are making all of us look like whiny children. Can we not just talk about it instead of making video after video about how Captain Marvel's gonna sing because it's a political hack job? Stop. Just talk about it. I don't understand why everyone has to be such jerks on the internet. Can we not just talk about this instead of acting like children, like little babies with loaded diapers? I don't understand it, man. Can someone just... Man, I need a hug.